I just think he's definitely older, but like, bro, AT Aliens came out in 1990. We're talking about 1994. You know what I mean? Like we were born
Mm-hmm.
94, 95. Type
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah.
Like that's a long time
Yeah.
to not be rapping. You know what I mean? Just like him in general as an artist, and like him not releasing the shit like that.
Um, I love Andre 3000. Um, grew up listening to his music. Uh, even seen the movie he was in, him and Big Boy. What was that? Uh,
Ottawa,
yeah,
Ottawa,
yeah.
yeah.
Chronometrophobia. Yo, I love that song. The Fear of Time. Uh, I love Andre. I love Big Boy. I love Outkast. Obviously, I put them in top 10 groups. And it's only them two, right? It was only them two. And we talking about top 10 groups here. Them boys is
That's it.
better than
We should
full
make that a
groups.
problem. That's incredible. You know what I mean? Top 10 groups.
You know what I'm saying?
That's,
So,
yeah.
would you
But
agree with that? Top 10 groups? What you think about
I
that?
think they're number one.
Oh
I
man,
think they're number one. And they're top three.
top three. I wouldn't
Like, there's
argue
not,
with that. I can't argue with that. I can't argue
I
with that.
mean,
I won't. So yeah, I love Andre. As far as this album go, or him not releasing music anymore, or flutes and shit. I want to hear this piano because I love when he played the piano. So was it good? Did he play the piano good on here?
I'm not, I'm not going to grade it on a classical level. I mean, I just think that it's cool ideas that him putting out, but I just feel like they're just like freestyles. Imagine just freestyling, you know what I mean? Just on
Mm-hmm.
piano. I don't know if it's a part of his Met Gala outfit. You know how you have
Right.
piano on his back
Yeah,
and
I
all
saw
that.
that. I saw that.
But
And let's talk about that
I
real
feel like,
fast. You thought what you
yeah,
thought about
he
that?
basically supposedly. I thought it was cool. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like it's up his alley, the type of things that he do. But I just felt like he made this supposedly 10 years ago. I think he's just trying to package something and put it out. I don't know if it's that serious to be like overanalyzed, but
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it's interesting.
And what they say about this album right now?
A lot of people don't like it. They're saying, so this is a classical piano and a classical pianist, and he said, "I think it's a complete and utterly crap, horrific, god awful, inspiredly wretched nothing. I could go on in detail about why each cut is stubborn, but why bother?" So basically, this is like a classical piano player, and that's how I was saying. Like amongst that community, it's getting bad reviews because it's not super duper um, professional as far as like being on key, and it's just weird, it's
So,
unorthodox.
so he's getting the Beyonce treatment
Yes, in a different way.
for the
Yes,
country.
in a class,
Yeah.
I feel like the Beyonce thing might have been more race. This is more like there's another word for it. It's like if
Are,
you're part of a club and some outsider
are they
is doing something,
gatekeeping?
and you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
What you
Gatekeeping.
call it?
Gatekeeping. Are they trying to gatekeep? Is that
They're
close
trying
to
to get
what you're trying to say? Close.
their type shit. Like, yeah, they're trying to gatekeep their. I guess if he's the best of what he does, or like one of the best pianists out,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
he just doesn't think it's good art compared to what he does.
What you think he should do from here? Do he need to keep going with pianos, flutes, instruments? Because music is music. If he's the goat at wherever he does, he's the goat. You feel me? But do you think he needs to come back to hip hop where we want him at?
I mean,
You
these are
know?
such good questions, bro. I feel like yes. I think this is how you get it though. You need to let him do all of this stuff, and he'll make his way back to hip hop. But he seems like he's not inspired by hip hop right now. So,
Yeah, I saw that.
so I think. this is how you get him closer to making hip hop, letting him do all this, and
I
maybe. But
okay.
I feel like if he dropped the project, he would unlock the industry. People will be inspired again. You know what I mean? Wayne will be
I
inspired
like
again.
that.
Kendrick will be
I
inspired
think Wayne
again.
should put him on
Like
Carter Six. Carter Six. That's the
that's the only
obviously that's.
person that I've seen get Andre on the track is Wayne.
You remember he was on the track in Carter Five, I believe. But that this is the
Oh,
last thing I'm gonna ask
I'm
about
talking
that.
about Hollywood Divorce. I'm talking. Oh,
Oh
Hollywood
man,
Divorce. It's
man,
on.
that's one of my favorites right there. But I love Hollywood Divorce. Uh, they had
Wayne.
everybody on there. Who
Like I've
had the
never
best
seen
verse?
nobody.
Who had the best verse on Hollywood? I had to
It's
go with
Wayne. I'm
Wayne.
sorry.
Wayne. Yeah, I don't want to go.
That's the only
Look, what you
time
say? I
I've
don't want to go
really
to
known.
Hollywood because Hollywood came through my neighborhood with cameras on. Yo, that was crazy. Yo, he was crazy. Um, yeah, he was crazy. But
That's the first time I'm like, oh yeah, he got beat on his own track. Like maybe Big Boy beat him on, you know what I'm saying, Outcast shit, but
yeah,
yeah, Wayne got him that time. I'm like, oh yeah, Wayne got him.
yeah, yeah, he was on that. I think it was on one more. I think he got on one more too. I can't remember. I think it was. I know he
Maybe
was on the Carter Five, or was it the Carter Four? I know he was on. He had the whole beat to himself. I think it was the same beat that we're gonna keep going. I can't remember that shit. But my last thing I was gonna ask about Andre was and you kind of already answered it when you said he was gonna unlock the industry. I was gonna say, do you think he shouldn't make an album because would that mess up his legacy? If you 5 for 5, if you the goat, do you need to come back and give us a new image of you? Do you need to give the new generation a chance to say you're not the GOAT? You know what I'm saying? Should you stay away because you got a clean record, or should he come back and possibly mess up that record if it's trash?
yeah.
Because many artists have done that. Eminem was the goat at times, and then at times he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Some albums was crazy, and
No,
that list go on. I just use Eminem because Eminem's still the goat, but I use him as Kanye. A lot of people can do wrong. I'm gonna ask the same thing
overstay
about
welcome.
Wayne, but what you think about Andre?
He's one that I'm like I'm in between because I feel like all of these people are his kids. So it's like he gave them since his last project, the Love Below, whatever. He gave them the silhouette, and they all took it. Kanye took it, Drake took it, Wayne took it, Kendrick took it, whatever. I feel like nobody really took it to the next level for real. Maybe Kanye,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what I'm like. He can if he made a rap album, it'd be I don't know. It's such a good question. He could definitely ruin his legacy, but at the same time, I don't. I haven't really heard too many bad verses, so it's like
But he's
it
not
would have to just
relatable,
be
huh? Is he
some shit
still
you.
is he still relatable to this era?
I
You
think he's the
know?
most relatable. I literally think he's the most relatable at all of them.
Okay. Okay.